Hello and welcome to the heliosblog. My name is Helios. Today we're going to talk about 10 ways to kill your inner beta. The number one priority for a man who wants success in our feminized society is to kill his inner beta. There are several important points to keep in mind in order to do this. I have them here listed to help you on your journey as you transform from a beta to the alpha you've always wanted to be. Here we go. Enjoying my content? Check out my blog at heliosblog.com. On YouTube, you can support me by liking and subscribing. I'm also on Spotify if you'd prefer a podcast. If you're interested in my books, The Strategist Guide to Seduction and Quotes to Live By, they're available on Amazon. In addition, you can follow me on Patreon at theheliosblog for exclusive content. On with the show. Number 1. Do not ask for people's approval before you do things. Asking for people's approval is extremely beta. It implies that you need permission in order to do things. If you want to do something, you have full agency to do it. You must just accept the consequences of your actions. Take ownership of wanting to do things that others around you might not, and you'll see very quickly that you have much greater success. You do not need permission to start to live the life you want. Go out and live it, and if the people around you don't approve, just keep on trucking. The wolf does not need to worry about the thoughts of the sheep. Number 2. Stop apologizing. Too many men apologize as a matter of course. They're so worried about offending the people around them. Apologizing for every little thing and every little thought keeps you in a mental prison. When you're constantly worried about what others think of you, you fail to develop yourself as a person outside of the opinions of those people. Your goal in life is not to be like everyone else, unless you want to experience the follies of being like everyone else. Your goal is to do what you desire unapologetically. Even if you feel like you did something wrong, it is often not correct to apologize. This is especially true in your relationships with women. Often they'll get mad at some nonsensical thing you did. If you apologize in that case, you put yourself in a position of supplication. You want to avoid making moves that make you appear as weak. It is prudent to stop apologizing as a result. Number 3. Don't be monogamous. NPCs believe what cultural norms and women in general tell them. They feel they're doing something wrong if they follow their normal biological drive to be non-monogamous. This is folly. You are an alpha male who has a biological imperative just as women do. Your biological imperative as a man is to be sexually intimate with as many women as possible, not to be monogamous. When you deny that aspect of yourself, it is akin to castration. You're weakening your masculine essence in favor of women's sexual strategy. That automatically labels you as a beta. Any woman that knows that you seek monogamy and exclusivity knows what you are giving up, and you are weak as a result. Any man that will give up his freedom to choose for one woman is not a man worth having in the long term. He is instead a man worth using and discarding later. If you'd like to see the most feral aspects of female nature, get into a long-term monogamous live-in relationship with a woman. Record what happens over time with regards to his sexual behavior and level of respect towards you. If you see anything other than a sharp reduction in both respect and sexuality after the honeymoon phase of the relationship ends, please email me, you found a unicorn. Or you're an extreme alpha in her eyes for some reason, and I'd like to talk to you to find out why. Number 4. Don't dare. Do not do any of these 4 things with women. Defend, explain, excuse, or rationalize. These are defensive behaviors that would only do with someone that you felt was in a position of power over you. You should never have to feel like you have to defend, explain, excuse, or rationalize any of your actions to anyone. Since you are not an approval seeker, you don't care if they disapprove of your actions. Ultimately, you're going to do what you want anyway. In defending, explaining, excusing, or rationalizing your actions, you're putting yourself in a position of subservience. Ideally in your life, you never want to be in a position where you're forced to do these things. An example of a place where you might be forced to do these things is in your workplace. This is the reason why many alphas chafe at 9-to-5 jobs. They hate to be put into a position of subservience, even for money. Number 5. Unplug. Unplugging refers to learning about how the world really works and the lies that you've been raised on regarding women. Unplugging refers to understanding that listening to women's words, including those of your mother, will lead to utter lack of sex and intimacy from women. You must watch women's actions and behaviors to determine what they want and not do what they say they want. Unplugging refers to learning what the world we live in right now and how it works. It refers to learning that the world right now is a matriarchy. It's a world that favors women in all things. You have to embrace your masculinity and what it means to be a real man and not be a man that lives as a tool for the feminine reality you were raised in. You have to unlearn much of what you've been taught up to this point and relearn a new paradigm, one that makes you free. This is an extremely difficult thing to do, but an absolute necessity. Number 6. Be stoic. Rather than wear your emotions on your sleeves so that you're easily manipulated, a common thing among betas and NPCs, you should be reserved in your emotional display. Do not reveal how you truly feel. You must be stoic and calm in your everyday life, especially with women. You must be emotionally reactive and utterly centered. Even if your girl is behaving erratically, you cannot allow her changing emotions to rock your world. You need to stay on your course, no matter what the world or women do to try and throw you off. You must control the things you can control and let go of anything else. Make the right decisions, even if your feelings are trying to lead you astray. You are not in control of this world, but as a Stoic, you believe that you're in control of yourself. You can control how you react to what the world gives you. Be wise in your reactions. Number 7. Do what is correct regardless of your feelings. An alpha male is not led around by his feelings. Even if he feels he's met the absolute best woman he will ever meet, he does not change his behaviors. If she behaves in a way that the alpha is not okay with, he still withdraws attention. Even if he has extreme feelings for the girl he's with, he will remain stoic and calm. You must control yourself despite your feelings. Your feelings will try to lead you astray into beta behaviors. Using your rational mind to control yourself in order to gain the upper hand is key in these situations. You are allowed to feel as you like, but your actions cannot ever reflect neediness, desperation, or betahood. An alpha understands that emotional actions do not lead to the best long-term outcomes. As a result, he makes rational actions instead. Number 8. Live on the edge of your fear. A man cannot remake himself without suffering, for he is both the marble and the sculptor. Alexis Carrel. To kill your inner beta, you must live on the edge of your fear. You must actively try to step out of your comfort zone until stepping out of your comfort zone is comfortable. You then step again. You incrementally increase how well you can do things that make you uncomfortable. This is the way to increase your willpower and escape your feminine social conditioning. Do things that scare you or that you've never done before, then do them again. If you fear rejection, you're going to have to face that. You need to face your fears until they're not so scary anymore. Remember this: the monster in your head is always greater than the monster in reality. Betas and NPCs are extremely self-defeating. You need to live on the edge of your fear in order to break the cycle of self-destruction. Talking to women is scary at first, I get it. Don't let that stop you. Starting your own business is scary as well. Don't let that stop you. The things you learn along the way will give you extreme success in life. Your goal is not to be an NPC like everyone else, but to be free. Fear and risk are natural aspects of that process. You're going to have to choose whether you want a safe, comfortable life of misery or a risk-taking, adventurous life of joy. Number 9. Do what makes you happy. Every man has something that makes them happy. Do not allow your culture and conditioning to take that away from you. You must fiercely hold on to the things that you hold dear, regardless of what the people around you are telling you. It's extremely beta to just do the things that people around you say that you should be doing. Keeping up with the Joneses is probably the most destructive thing you could do with your life. Living your life constantly comparing yourself to others and asking yourself why you can't be someone else will lead you to extreme misery. If you want to kill your inner beta, you're going to have to discard this cancerous, destructive ideology. Do what makes you happy and not what the people around you tell you you should be doing. They don't know you. You know you. How dare they think they know better? Number 10. Do intense exercise regularly. To kill your inner beta requires blood, sweat, and tears. In this case, I mean that literally. You must put in regular, intense effort into your body. Betas and NPCs neglect the physical presence in the world. After all, cultural conditioning has told them that only their personality matters. Cultural conditioning is wrong. You must have enough respect for yourself to work on your physical body and presence in this world. It affects every aspect of your life, from your ability to sleep with women to your ability to concentrate and persevere. You would be an idiot to neglect your physical body. Did I mention that women find a sexy body very attractive? Conclusion. You must do many things in order to kill your inner beta. Here's that list again as a summary. Number 1, do not ask for people's approval before you do things. Number 2, stop apologizing. Number 3, don't be monogamous. Number 4, don't dare. Number 5, unplug. Number 6, be stoic. Number 7, do what is correct regardless of your feelings. Number 8, live on the edge of your fear. Number 9, do what makes you happy. And number 10, do intense exercise regularly. By following this list of behaviors, you'll train yourself to be more alpha day by day. I recommend starting with 2 of these, and once you feel you have them handled, doing 2 more. Trying to do all of these at once will be very difficult and awkward for you as you try to change every aspect of yourself at once. You can do it, however.